From the moment this news leaked, the entire sports world felt like it had been struck by an emotional earthquake. Phones froze. Timelines collapsed. Comment sections detonated. Because what you are about to hear is not just a trade, not just a signing, not just a roster shuffle. This is the kind of tectonic, league-shifting revelation that threatens to rewrite the future of women's basketball forever. Angel Reese, the most polarizing, most talked about, most dissected young superstar in the game, is officially joining the Indiana Fever, and insiders swear this move is so explosive, so messy, so politically charged inside the WNBA that even executives are panicking behind the scenes. This isn't just about Angel joining Caitlin Clark. This is about two rival fan bases colliding at full speed. This is about endorsement wars, locker room tension, leaked text messages, deleted tweets, and an alleged behind-the-scenes confrontation, so intense that production crews had to sign emergency NDAs. This is the twist no one saw coming, and yet everyone somehow feared. Sources say this move wasn't a decision. It was a detonation. One insider whispered, "If this goes public, it's going to break the internet in half." And now it's out. Fully unleashed. No way to contain the firestorm that's coming. Because Angel Reese stepping onto a court with Caitlin Clark isn't just basketball. It's a collision of empires. An eruption of rivalries. A storyline so dramatic that Hollywood wishes it wrote it first. And trust me, what happens next is even crazier. The moment the news leaked that Angel Reese was officially joining the Indiana Fever, the entire basketball universe froze in place, as if someone had slammed the emergency brake on reality. Reporters stopped mid-sentence. Analysts choked on their coffee. Furious fanbases mobilized in seconds like armies preparing for war. Because this wasn't just a signing. This wasn't just a roster move. This was the kind of nuclear event that collapses timelines, rewrites narratives, and sends shockwaves so violent that even the WNBA's top executives were allegedly pacing hallways, shouting into phones, and demanding to know who leaked the story before they were ready to spin it. Angel Reese wasn't supposed to join Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese wasn't supposed to join the one player whose name had overshadowed every headline, every endorsement, every debate, every interview, every conversation about the future of women's basketball. But not only was Angel joining her, she was joining her in the most dramatic, secretive, chaotic way imaginable, through a series of backdoor negotiations, leaked text messages, emotional meltdowns, and a confrontation so heated that one insider claimed security had to step in to keep two people from destroying a conference room table. The story began days earlier, when a mysterious document labeled "Confidential, Player Realignment Proposal, Indiana Fever," began circulating among a tiny circle of front office executives. The memo hinted at a blockbuster acquisition involving a high-profile forward whose media influence and cultural impact outweighed her statistical numbers. That line alone made insiders suspicious. Only one player fit that description, Angel Reese. But nobody believed it. Nobody thought the Fever would dare ignite the most explosive rivalry in modern sports by putting these two women in the same jersey. Yet the rumor spread like wildfire through encrypted group chats, burner accounts, and deleted DMs until someone finally snapped a photo of the memo and sent it to a journalist known for dropping stories that burn the world down. 10 minutes later, chaos erupted everywhere. What the public didn't know, at least not yet, was that this move didn't start with the Fever. It started with Angel herself. According to leaked screenshots from an unnamed league official, Angel had been quietly pushing behind the scenes for a complete brand realignment, a move designed to catapult her into the highest visibility market possible. And there was no spotlight brighter than the Caitlin Clark ecosystem. Every game sold out. Every broadcast shattered records. Every headline revolved around Caitlin's name. Angel wanted in, not because she wanted to support Caitlyn, but because she wanted to compete with her on the grandest stage imaginable. But the real twist came from the next line in the leaked message. AR insists this partnership is necessary for cultural dominance and narrative control. Narrative control. That phrase alone set social media on fire. People accused Angel of clout chasing. People accused Angel of strategizing. People accused Angel of being a mastermind who understood PR better than most marketing teams. But the truth was deeper than that. Angel believed the league had been pushing a one-sided storyline, Caitlyn as the golden child, Caitlyn as the savior, Caitlyn as the face of the future. And she refused to be cast as the villain in somebody else's story. She wanted to co-author the narrative. She wanted to reshape the arc. And according to another leaked voice memo, she told her agent, if they want the rivalry, then put us on the same team and see who really runs the league. That single quote, released anonymously, but instantly believed by millions, sent fanbases into meltdown. People on Twitter declared war. TikTok creators filmed tearful breakdowns. Entire comment sections exploded into the kind of heated, chaotic digital battlefield that made trending algorithms glitch. And all of this was before the Fever even confirmed the deal. Behind the scenes, though, things were even messier. Caitlyn Clark allegedly found out about the Reese acquisition not from the Fever organization, but from a viral tweet she saw while eating breakfast. According to someone sitting 2 tables away from her at the time, Caitlyn stared at her phone for a full 30 seconds without blinking, then whispered, "There's no way they're doing this." The insider said she immediately called the team, asked if the rumor was true, and the call ended with Caitlyn reportedly muttering, "This is going to get ugly." And she wasn't wrong. Because 2 hours later, a leaked recording surfaced of a tense meeting between Angel, her agent, and 2 Fever executives. In the recording, someone who sounded exactly like Angel said, "If you're scared of putting us together, just say you're scared. But don't hide behind marketing excuses." Another voice, presumably from the Fever front office, replied, "We're not scared. We're concerned." Angel shot back, "You should be concerned if you don't sign me." That recording circulated for hours before lawyers scrubbed it from most platforms, though the damage was already irreversible. But nothing compared to the disaster that unfolded when Angel's camp accidentally, or supposedly accidentally, leaked a private text thread between her and an unnamed superstar player. The messages were explosive. One line read, "You really think Cece wants me there? She doesn't." Another said, "They're trying to control the story. I'm trying to control the future." And the most viral message of all, "If they want drama, I'll give them historic drama." Social media nearly combusted over that one. Fans screamed that Angel was fueling chaos deliberately. Others said she was finally giving the WNBA the entertainment value it desperately needed. Others accused her of sabotaging team chemistry before even stepping onto the court. But the truth was far more complicated. Because while the public was tearing itself apart, Angel's private world was unraveling. According to another insider, she cried in the car after finalizing the move. Not because she regretted it, but because she knew what was coming: the scrutiny, the headlines, the pressure, the constant comparisons, the tension of sharing the same locker room with the woman whose name haunted her career like a shadow. The insider said Angel whispered, "They're going to turn me into the villain again." But there was something else in her voice too, determination, so sharp it sounded like armor being forged in real time. When the Fever's internal communications system finally confirmed the signing with a message marked urgent, team-wide announcement, the reaction inside the building reportedly split the organization in half. Some staff celebrated. Some panicked. Some argued. Some allegedly stormed out of a meeting. But nothing compared to what happened when Caitlyn saw the message pop onto her screen. According to a team employee who spoke anonymously, she stood Twitter Spaces with thousands of listeners launched within minutes, full of people screaming into microphones about whether this move was brilliant or catastrophic. But the truth was far messier than anyone imagined. Because while fans were busy arguing, a leaked email from the Fever's head office revealed the real reason behind the acquisition, an emergency marketing directive titled Project Supernova. The email stated the league needed a PR miracle to maintain their historic ratings spike, and believed pairing Angel and Caitlyn would produce unavoidable global attention, regardless of internal tension. That phrase alone, regardless of internal tension, sent shockwaves across the internet. People began accusing the league of orchestrating drama for money. They said Angel and Caitlyn weren't teammates. They were chess pieces in a billion-dollar narrative war. And the worst part? Another email showed not everyone on the team agreed with the plan. One assistant coach wrote, "This will blow up the locker room. Guaranteed." Another responded, "Let it blow. Explosions generate headlines." But the real explosion came later that afternoon, when a secret recording surfaced online of Caitlyn and a senior Fever executive having a tense, heated argument. In the audio, Caitlyn's voice shook with barely contained frustration as she said, "I should have been told first." The executive responded, "We told you when it was finalized." Caitlyn snapped back, "You told the internet before you told me." That clip trended within minutes. Fans accused the Fever of disrespecting their franchise player. Others insisted Caitlyn was being dramatic. Others said this proved she never wanted Angel on the team to begin with. But then the recording took a darker turn. At the end of the clip, Caitlyn whispered something the executive didn't respond to. She said, "I don't trust her." The entire sports world erupted instantly. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was dealing with her own internal firestorm. According to an inside source close to her circle, Angel's agent warned her that public perception was spiraling rapidly. Screenshots leaked from a private group chat showed Angel venting to friends, writing, "They're acting like I'm an intruder." Another message said, "They think I'm here to steal something. I'm here to build something." But the most shocking message read, "If Caitlyn thinks I'm the villain, I'll show her what a real villain looks like." That line ricocheted across social media with sonic boom force. Some fans cheered. Some panicked. Some insisted it was fake. But more insiders stepped forward to confirm the message was real, and suddenly the narrative shifted. Angel wasn't walking into Indiana quietly. She was walking in like a storm ready to reshape the landscape. As if the tension wasn't already boiling over, a viral clip emerged from a training facility in Chicago, where an assistant trainer accidentally filmed herself talking about the situation. Behind her, two Fever staffers could be faintly heard arguing. One said, "Caitlyn won't survive this mentally." The other said, "Angel thrives in chaos. She'll dominate." The trainer tried to delete the video after realizing what she captured, but it was too late. Fans reposted it everywhere, adding captions like "The Fever is already imploding." Suddenly, the narrative wasn't just about rivalry. It was about psychological warfare. But nothing compared to what happened next. A league official anonymously leaked a memo detailing a mandatory emotional intelligence session planned for the Fever roster in preparation for Angel's arrival. The memo explained the session would address conflict resolution, high-intensity emotional management, and public narrative control. The phrase public narrative control sent the internet into another meltdown. People insisted the league was treating Angel and Caitlyn like volatile explosives. Others accused the WNBA of manipulating the storyline for ratings. Some fans even claimed the situation mirrored reality TV more than professional sports. Then came the biggest twist of the day, a leaked text exchange between two WNBA stars from another team. One message read, "Girl, the Fever got no idea what's coming. The reply said, Caitlyn's competitive, Angel's confrontational. They're about to burn that place down. Another message read, we're all watching. This might be the messiest season ever. Fans went feral. TikTok creators made dramatic reenactments. Instagram accounts dedicated entirely to WNBA drama gained thousands of followers overnight. People didn't want basketball, they wanted chaos. Meanwhile, inside the Fever's practice facility, Caitlyn and Angel had their first unofficial encounter. According to an employee who witnessed it, Angel walked in confidently, shoulders back, chin up, radiating competitive fire. Caitlyn stood on the opposite side of the gym, arms crossed, expression unreadable. Angel allegedly nodded at Caitlyn. Caitlyn didn't nod back. The silence stretched across the gym like a blade. A staff member whispered, someone say something, but no one did. The moment became so unbearably tense that another player reportedly pretended to tie her shoe just to break eye contact with both of them. Seconds later, a basketball rolled across the floor, bouncing slowly between Angel and Caitlyn like it was begging for anyone to pick it up. Neither moved. Later that evening, another leak dropped, a voicemail from a former Fever analyst. His voice sounded frantic. He said, putting Caitlyn and Angel together is like putting gasoline next to a match. Someone's gonna strike it, and the whole league will go up. That clip immediately went viral. Fans started making dramatic edits of Caitlyn and Angel facing off like supervillains. Comment sections filled with people writing things like, this isn't sports, this is mythology. And they weren't wrong. Because the real breaking point came when the Fever attempted to schedule a joint press conference introducing Angel Reese as their newest player. According to insider sources, Caitlyn refused to attend. Someone close to her said she told the team, I'm not sitting next to someone who hasn't earned my respect yet. When this statement leaked, the internet detonated again. Angel's fans accused Caitlyn of elitism. Caitlyn's fans accused Angel of manufacturing drama. But then Angel responded with a cryptic comment under a viral tweet, respect is earned on the court, not in the comments. That response shattered the internet overnight. And just when fans thought they'd reached the peak of chaos, an anonymous insider sent reporters a message that sent the entire sports world into hysteria. They claimed that Angel Reese wasn't the Fever's last surprise signing. They claimed another high-profile player was joining the roster. They claimed this new addition would make the Caitlyn-Angel rivalry look like child's play. And the final line of the leak left everyone, everywhere, breathless. This next player will shake the league harder than both of them combined. When the anonymous insider claimed the Fever were adding another shock player to the roster, the entire sports world lost its collective mind. Reporters scrambled across airports like they were chasing fugitives. Fans camped on live streams waiting for updates. Influencers cancelled their scheduled content and pivoted their entire platforms to Angel Caitlyn conspiracy breakdowns. For 30 straight minutes, every sports outlet tried to guess who the mystery addition could be. But the truth was far more explosive than any of them imagined. Because the Fever weren't just adding talent. They were adding gasoline to an already raging firestorm. And everyone who had even the slightest connection to the WNBA could feel something tectonic shifting, like the league was bracing for an earthquake. Inside the Fever's headquarters, executives walked briskly, speaking in hushed tones, holding folders close to their chests, as if the walls had grown ears. One staffer was overheard muttering, "We are not built for this level of media chaos." Another whispered, "If this leaks early, everything collapses." But the leak was already happening. And it was much worse than they feared. Because while the world speculated wildly, a new document leaked from inside the league office. A heavily redacted PDF labeled, High Impact Player Acquisition, risk analysis. Fans immediately tore it apart, zooming in, enhancing contrast. Caitlin allegedly shot back, "I'm not here to play sidekick." The coach tried to calm them down, but the shouting carried through the walls like thunder. And then, abruptly, the room went silent. When the door opened, the coach looked pale, Caitlin looked furious, and Angel walked out smiling like she'd won a battle nobody else even saw. While that was happening, social media spiraled into utter pandemonium. A leaked message from a league sponsor referenced concerns about unpredictable emotional tension between key players, which only fueled the narrative that the Fever were intentionally manufacturing the most dramatic season in WNBA history. Twitter exploded with hashtags like WNBA Civil War, Fever Meltdown, Angel Caitlin Chaos, and Front Office Firestorm. Fans created dramatic trailers. TikTok editors crafted cinematic montages. YouTubers posted hour-long breakdowns analyzing every leaked detail. It felt less like a sports story, and more like a reality series being filmed in real time. Then came the twist nobody expected. A private conversation between Angel and a former teammate leaked online. In the audio, Angel said, "They're scared of what I'm going to do when the season starts." The teammate asked, "What are you gonna do?" Angel replied, "I'm going to take over." That three-word phrase, "I'm going to take over," became an instant cultural phenomenon. People printed it on shirts. Fans added it to their bias. Critics accused Angel of arrogance. Supporters praised her ambition. But the league office was reportedly horrified that the audio leaked at all. One executive allegedly shouted, "How many NDAs does one team need?" Caitlin, however, had reached her breaking point. A journalist claimed she refused to attend an optional workout after seeing the leaked audio. A teammate allegedly asked her if she was okay, and Caitlin replied, "I don't need noise. I need basketball." But basketball was the last thing the league was offering her. Another leaked text chain showed two marketing executives arguing. One said, "If Caitlin walks, the league collapses." The other replied, "If Angel walks, the drama collapses." A third message read, "We need both." They don't understand the bigger picture. Fans did not know whether to be thrilled or terrified. Then the unthinkable happened. A reporter posted a breaking update. Sources confirm the Fever's mystery acquisition is a player with a previous history of conflict with both Angel and Caitlin. Comments erupted instantly. But before anyone could process that, another leak hit the internet. A blurred video recorded inside the Fever's locker room. The clip lasted only 8 seconds, but ignited a firestorm. It showed Angel pacing aggressively. Caitlin sat on a bench staring at the floor. A third figure, unidentified, stood between them. The audio was muffled, but one phrase was crystal clear. Someone said, "This is not going to work." Fans demanded answers. That same night, a sports analyst leaked a message he received from a trusted league source. The message said, "The new signing will shift the power dynamic." Think of this like adding gasoline to a fire that's already burning out of control. Social media cried out in panic. Commentators speculated non-stop. People listed possible players, superstars, veterans, rivals, former teammates. But nobody guessed the truth. Inside the Fever's executive suite, a war was breaking out. According to a record of internal Slack messages anonymously forwarded to reporters, one executive wrote, "We're creating history, but also a disaster." Another responded, "History is messy." A third wrote, "Prepare for the final announcement. This will shock the world." Fans read those leaked messages like scripture. But then another message appeared at the bottom of the thread, one that no one was prepared for. It said, "Make sure security is doubled at tomorrow's meeting." While rumors swirled, Angel posted another cryptic message on Instagram. Don't worry about who's coming. Worry about who's staying. Fans interpreted it as a threat. Caitlyn posted nothing at all, which terrified fans even more. Her silence felt heavy, intentional, loaded with meaning. Meanwhile, the Fever quietly postponed the joint press event. Reporters begged for answers. The team gave none. Then came the moment that detonated the entire saga. A camera caught Caitlyn leaving the practice facility late at night. A reporter shouted, "Are you excited for the new signing?" Caitlyn stopped walking. She stared into the camera with eyes full of intensity. She said, "I don't think anyone is ready." And then she got into her car without another word. The next morning, the Fever scheduled an emergency team meeting. Phones were confiscated. Doors were locked. Security guarded the entrance. Inside the room, players sat tensely as an executive walked to the front with a folder. He cleared his throat and said, "Thank you for coming on short notice." Angel leaned back with her arms crossed. Caitlyn sat rigidly still. The entire team held their breath. The executive opened the folder and said, "Our newest player arrives today." Someone knocked on the door. Everyone turned. The door opened slowly. And standing in the doorway was a figure that made every player in the room gasp out loud. The new player was someone everyone knew. Someone whose presence would ignite a season of unstoppable chaos. Someone who would turn Angel and Caitlyn's rivalry into a three-way war. But before anyone could process who it was, the feed cut off. Because someone leaked the moment in real time. And the clip ended before the identity was revealed. If you're still watching right now, then you already know this isn't just a story. This isn't just basketball. This is the most explosive drama the WNBA has ever seen, unfolding in real time, with leaks dropping faster than anyone can contain them. You've witnessed secret recordings, leaked memos, emotional confrontations, and a mystery signing so shocking that even the players inside the room gasped when the door opened. And this is only the first wave. What comes next will be bigger, louder, messier, and far more dangerous than anything we've exposed tonight. The identity of the Fever's secret new player is about to shatter social media. The tension between Angel and Caitlyn is about to hit a breaking point. The league is scrambling to maintain control. Executives are panicking behind closed doors, and insiders are sending warnings that the next leak could change everything we think we know about the future of women's sports. You do not want to miss what happens next. You do not want to wake up to the internet melting down without you. You do not want to be the last one to hear the twist that blows this entire storyline wide open. So stop what you're doing right now and lock in. Hit that like button so the algorithm knows you want the truth before anyone else. Drop a comment so your voice becomes part of the wildfire that's pushing this story into the light. And subscribe immediately, because the next chapter is coming fast. When the real identity is revealed, you're going to want front row seats to the chaos.